Welcome back to ARC Maine. Today is National Detroit-Style Pizza Day, and we are celebrating by highlighting a local business.
Yeah, we're getting hungry. Dante's Pizza Company is in York, serving up big flavors in a fast casual setting. Here to tell us more and show off their amazing pizza is one of the partners, Nathan Taff. Good morning, Nathan.
Good morning, Katie. Thank you for having me on.
Of course.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, well, we have to celebrate, right?
My pleasure. My pleasure.
So first off, how did you first discover this style of pizza? And do you remember the moment you first had that slice?
I do. It was at a point where I had been at a job for 10.5 years. I was looking for a change. And my father had also recently changed careers. He bought a food truck. And he said, hey, I just discovered this thing. It's Detroit pizza. You need to come down and try it. And the minute I saw it, I was like, wow, that's different. It's not like your circular, run-of-the-mill house of pizza type pie. Mm-hmm. It's rectangular. It's got the crispy edges. So it was something that when I first had, I was like, this is it. This is kind of the pinnacle, if you will, of pizza in my mind. So yeah, that's how it started. I discovered it and we took it and ran with it.
Amazing.
So you guys opened up in 2021. We were just saying, how has business been going for you?
It's been good. I'd be lying if I said every day was a cakewalk. There's trials and tribulations, just like anything, but it's going great. Educating the area on this style of pizza that isn't super common in the area. And just hearing people's thoughts on it, oh my goodness, this is, one of the best pizzas I've ever had. So it's going good.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit more about your background in the restaurant industry, and then, was how this venture was maybe a little different or unique?
Yeah, so I started out, I grew up in South Berwick, which is 20 minutes from York, and I started working in Kittery, which borders York. And I worked at Bob's Clam Hut, which is a long-standing seafood restaurant. Oh, yeah. I worked there for quite a while, about 11 years. Learned the industry, learned, tricks to the trade. While doing that, I also graduated from the University of Maine with a business degree. So when after I graduated, I went back to that job that I was at for years and years and years, and I was just at a point. It was right around COVID. When COVID ended, I was like, we got to switch it up. And the concept of Dante's was presented to me, and I, took that leap of faith and said, it's time. I've been working at this place now for a while, and time to do my own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what has this response been like from the community so far?
The community's everything. Our regulars are what keeps us going. Being a seasonal location, a lot of it's driven by tourism in the spring and summer months, primarily summer, and even early, late fall. But just, it's amazing the support we get from the locals. People that walk in and I'll say, hey, Mike, how's it going?
Yeah.
Like, how's your week been? And even like recognizing their numbers on their caller ID, just, hey Jeff, how you doing? You want your Hawaiian?
The usual, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
So it's the best part of the job too, just hearing what they have to say and connecting with them on that level.
All right, so you brought cheese and pepperoni with you here. They both look absolutely amazing. Tell us more about, I was looking on your Facebook, you've got some really unique, toppings and concoctions, right?
Yeah, so the way the menu is devised is it's split into classic pizza, which is, the pizzas that you see at every pizza shop. Cheese, pepperoni, veggie lover, double cheese, meat lover. And those are great. Those are our classic pizzas that have been on the menu since we opened. We also have more exotic offerings.
Yeah, I think we're seeing some of them, yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing that right now. One of our better sellers is the Goodfella, which is a ricotta cheese-based pizza, which is pictured right there with the Parmesan and the red pepper flake. And it ranges from, barbecue chicken to buffalo to chicken bacon ranch. We even have a Big Mac pizza. So
nice.
A wide variety to kind of capture all of people's tastes.
Truly something for everyone.
I know, I can't get over that ricotta pizza.
Oh,
so
it's amazing.
Good.
What is the secret to a good Detroit-style pizza?
It starts with the cheese and the dough. the hydration point of the dough is important because you want to get that focaccia-like bite or taste, which is kind of a characteristic of Detroit-style pizza and pizza dough. And the cheese, it's just the quality of the cheese we use gives it that nice browning. It's a strong cheddar flavor, which is just great. And in the sauce too, using the right seasoning is important. Getting that flavor.
Yeah, I know you were saying you remember, the first bite you took. What does it mean when you see someone come in and have their first bite and see the reaction?
First, it's fingers crossed that they love it.
Right.
Because that's important to me. I value customers coming in and saying, "Hey Nate, that was amazing," or giving me feedback, how I can better the product. But yeah, I'll go home and talk about it. Someone came in and said that was the best pizza they've ever had. Really? And it validates, why I go in every day, honestly, and the body of work that's put into create Dante's.
I can see you kind of being maybe in the kitchen, but looking around the corner, like,
yeah.
Love it.
One thing that we always joke about is when a Detroit native comes in,
Ooh,
we'll say pressure's on.
Have you gotten some good feedback?
Yeah. We've had people compare it to Buddy's, which is kind of the mecca, if you will, of Detroit-style pizza. Out in the Midwest there. They're very well known as kind of the OG or original Detroit-style pizza.
Amazing.
Well, thanks so much for coming on. Quickly before we leave, remind us of where people can find you.
You can find us at 2 US Route 1 on in York, Maine. Right on famous Route 1.
Love it. All right, we're going to dig in.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, and happy National Detroit Style
Yes.
Pizza
Thank you.
Day.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy.
We're going to
Us too.
celebrate.